Hey everyone, it's Bagel again, and I wanted to bring you another recap from F1nland War in their NDL run this season. So again, they remain undefeated this season in the Semi-Pro League, and we're going to just start straight off from these 10v10s because there were so many once again. So the first one here we have from CJ Val, who does actually get the 6-pack, the 10v10 6-pack this war. We'll check out his other attack in a second, but first of all, we have this one. It is a Go-Ho, so he's going to use 2 golems down here. And funnel them in with quite a few wizards, even a baby dragon to help tank for the wizards on the right side. He sends his heroes and his bowlers straight in, jumps into the core. The reason he wanted to jump into this core, it is a huge, massive open core. That just means his kill squad and his heroes can reach so many things. They just cleared out a good chunk of that base before he even had to send his hogs in. So his hogs he sent in from the top side. They're going to walk around counterclockwise around this base until they just kind of demolish all of the defenses. He was good and he got his cleanup down very early. It was saving a bowler down there, I'm not sure why, but ended up tanking for a couple of his hogs that he sent in on the backside. Cleaned that up, no problem. Had really good cleanup down, very nice attack, good, what's it called when you abuse a base? Good exploitation of that massive open core right there. So the next one right here is CJ Val's other attack. So this time he's going in with a couple balloons to pick off an outside defense there, and then he's going to send his golems in. He had to pick off that first defense so that one of his golems wouldn't walk too far. So he's got his nice funnel down, had a lot of wizards in there to help out, jumps straight in, doesn't worry about the wall breakers again. This base does not have a super open core. He's just jumping in and connecting a good amount of compartments so that he can get good value from his kill squad. He gets the defending queen, the clan castle, sends his hogs in. This time they're going to run clockwise around the base. Oh, the different skills there, clockwise, counterclockwise. I'm just kidding. So he's moving around the base. The hogs are doing very well. He's got a heal spell just for that last compartment there with the double wizard tower and inferno tower. The rest are just point defense. They're not going to bother him too much. There are a lot of skeletons on there. This one was actually pretty close because there were so many skeletons following the hogs around for a long time, but they managed to make it out in the last minute with about 4 hogs left. So again, really nice attack there. Luckily he had a lot of time to come back for that gold storage. Alright, getting into the next one. The next attack here is another 10v10, this one from Dablo Falls. So he's going to go in with hogs as well, but he is utilizing some healers. Could we call this? I mean, it kind of looks like a little bit of an HGHB. Obviously it's not because there are not very many giants, there's only 2 healers. But it's kind of bringing back those old days at Town Hall 9 when everyone was running HGHB. What was it, like 12 giants, 4 healers, and just wrecking with the bowlers in the middle. But this one was just like kind of a mini HGHB, we'll call it that. So he sent in the giants with the healers on them just so they could tank a little bit more than they would have, and he wouldn't have had to waste as much space on 2 golems. So here he was able to bring quite a few more hogs. And the kill squad was actually really effective. It cored out the base, got the defending queen, got the CC, got the defenses that he needed, and he managed to kill the base with like a lot left up. His queen was still up with healers on her. It's almost like she was doing a queen walk into the end there. It's a really nice attack. He had a ton of time to clean up. He had a lot of troops up left to clean up too. Alright, so on to the next one here. We have Vano in on Oskivum. I'm really sorry for these names. So Vano starts with the double bowler bounce right there before dropping in a couple golems and some wizards on the bottom side. He's actually breaking in. So he wants to wall break 1 layer and then jump in a little bit further so that he could just get a little bit more value out of his jump spell. They connect a couple more compartments. It sends in the bowlers, rages them up with the heroes. They move into the clan castle, get that down. They got the defending queen down as well. And then he's going to actually do a Lalo around the outside instead of using hogs like we have been seeing. So he's going to end up hasting up his balloons up here instead of using a bunch of heals for hogs. They do make it quite far. He's got 1 more haste spell left to get through the back end of this base. Not much splash, just that 1 wizard tower that just went down, and then the rest is history. He did drop his cleanup, his minions behind his balloons really early. it was actually really good because I think he was running out of time here. So really nicely done there. One of the key things in a lot of these attacks is getting your cleanup down in time. You see so many attacks fail just because they run out of time. They didn't get their cleanup down in time. So really nicely done there. The next one here is from Mix. We're going back to the Hog Riders. So this time he is starting a kind of slower funnel. He dropped a bowler at the top side with a wizard, the king, to kind of help out. The golems are in there tanking. It's just not as rushed as some of the previous openers were. This one was a little bit more patient, so he dropped his jump straight in, and the bowlers to make sure that they went in, because it was kind of a tricky layout. A lot of times you do need to make sure that your troops are actually going to go inside the base. So you have to be very careful with that. But he managed to get his bowlers inside. And then the rest right here, again, that big open core that the queen just died in, they were able to reach so much of the base. So the hogs just had a very clear path that they were going to follow when he deployed to them. So really nice pathing, nice judgment of what to do on this attack, or nice judgment of which entry to take. So really good job there. The rest is cleanup. Again, I've sped up these attacks a bit just because there are so many and I don't want this video to go on forever. So the next attack here, we have Chef going in with some more hogs. As you can see, hogs are kind of a popular item over here in Finland War. So starting with a bit of a funnel with a baby dragon, then dropping a golem in with some bowlers. So this one's not using quite as many wizards to make the funnel. Again, we're breaking in because that's actually a very big compartment right there. So you can really reach deep inside the base with the jump spell. Unfortunately, the bowlers didn't go in, but the heroes did. As long as the queen goes in, I kind of see that it generally turns out okay. If your heroes go in and your bowlers walk, or if your bowlers go in and your heroes walk. It's a lot better if your heroes go in because they can deal with Clan Castle though. So obviously that attack turned out fine. It was a 3-star. Even with the bowlers walking, the heroes just were able to plow through. He actually sent in his hogs a little bit early to help out with the heroes, just so that they didn't get destroyed. So the hogs were distracting a little bit, getting some of the defenses down while the kill squad was working. The next one here, we have Conan, and Conan has been bugging me so much ever since the war. Even while the war was going on, he was like, "Hey Bagel, guess who got a 3-star? Guess who got a 3-star? Guess who got another 3-star? Hello, are you gonna come record tonight?" So I definitely have to get this one out for Conan. So he is doing another hog attack, going in with the golems over here, double golem entry. Using quite a few more bowlers. He actually used bowlers instead of wizards this time to do the funnel. I think because he could get a lot of good bounces. And another thing he's doing, he's sending his hogs in while his kill squad is still working, just so that they can work together. While the kill squad is distracting some defenses, the hogs can get it down. While the hogs are distracting some defenses, the kill squad can keep working. So his kill squad got very far on that top left side. The queen is actually still up, just barely goes down now, but the hogs have almost cleared out the rest of the base by this time. So really good execution there. I have seen quite a bit more that the hogs are kind of going in earlier. You're not really waiting for the kill squad to finish before starting your hogs. It's a lot of multitasking in these attacks. So this is Conan's 10v10 6-pack. I almost called him Hognin. That's a new name, Hognin. All right, so Conan going in with hogs again here. This time using a couple wizards to start a slow funnel. Not as many bowlers. I guess the bounces weren't quite as good, especially when you have these high health defense buildings. The bowlers are just kind of slow when you do them one at a time. So he dropped the golems with a couple wizards, and then he dropped his bowlers in when he knew that the bowlers were going to go inside the base. They weren't going to walk around. So the bowlers got in. Sorry for that. Little alert right there, notification. I really need to turn those off when I'm recording. This is the second time. Anyway, so even while the kill squad is still working, you see he had already dropped the hogs in. They were working their way around the base, working with the queen. He's actually going to step up and work on this Inferno Tower while the hogs are moving. Unfortunately, he missed that ability. We're going to pretend we didn't see that, even though I just called him out on it. So missed the ability, but because the hog deployment and the kill squad execution was so good, it didn't really matter. Just swagging that queen ability is what we say, right? So he knew it was going to happen, all calculated, all planned. Let's move on to the 11v11s. So the first one here, we've got, is that a John 1 or a John L, or is that supposed to be a face with really tall eyes? I'm not sure, but it's John. All right, so John going in here with actually It's not really old school, is it? But I like to call it the old school dragon attacks, just because I haven't been seeing them as much recently. It was only like a couple months ago that they were really prevalent. But he's doing a Dragloon clone attack over here. So what he did is he had a little kill squad go in and get 2 of the air defense on the top side. And then he's sending his dragons in at a very funneled point over here. So they're all going to go in together, work together with the balloons and the warden. And then as they get to the back end where it's not as high of DPS, a lot of wizard towers, they're going to be able to spread out and cover a lot more because they're not just going to be getting zerged down. So he cloned up in the middle there. The balloons that he cloned were able to get through a lot of the defenses, and the warden was able to block a lot of the damage that was being done while he popped that ability. It was just a really clean attack, really nice one to see. And then the last one here, again, this is Conan's Town Hall 11. Again, he was, Bagel, I got a Town Hall 11 3-star, and I got a Town Hall 10 6-pack. You have to come and record. Are you coming and recording today? When's the video going up? So here we are again, Conan with the, I like to call this the Grand Queen Walk, whenever you pair her with the Grand Warden, because they end up getting a lot. And one of the things you see here is the Inferno Towers are multi-Infernos. So that means that the queen is absolutely 100% safe walking around here. She does not have to worry about a single target Inferno zerging her down. She is just able to do whatever she wants, just walks around there. The Inferno's on her. She doesn't care. She actually doesn't really path around here until a little bit later, so he's going to go ahead and send the hogs in. Again, just a heal spell will keep them up. They don't have to worry about getting targeted down by a single Inferno. So they just run straight through those 2 Inferno towers, run up the base because he did core it out very nicely with that queen charge and his king. And then they just make it through very easily. There's a lot of, as you can see, air targeting skeletons on this base, skelly traps. So the hogs are safe. He doesn't even have to worry about grounded skeletons. So really nicely done there. A good exploitation of the base, especially with this double multi-target Inferno. Sorry, I cannot talk right now. But a great war to F1nland War, 110 to 101 to hybrid top. So really nicely done. Going to continue their undefeated streak in the NDL.